Hello everyone, Attack Power here with round 1 of the Kingdom of Steel tournament from the Kingdom Discord for Steel Division 2. Let's dive right in. Alrighty folks, so for those who don't know, the Kingdom Discord is having their first official big public tournament. It's really exciting, lots of players, there's a cash prize, it's awesome, and this is round 1 between two excellent players here with Slutsk on the left in the red, playing Group Fed Junka on Balanced Income. And on the right in the blue, we have Air Robert playing 78th Sturm, also on Balanced Income. So very exciting matchup here. They are on Slutsk West, so doing the 2K fun. In terms of their decks, let's check these out really quick. Group Fed Junka we've seen recently. It does have some good 2K assets with the T3040 51944s, SU122s, and ISU 152s, along with the BS3s. But outside of that, that's it. There's no more 2K beyond that. I'm not a huge fan of this deck on these really long maps. It has tools, but not an insane number of them. On the other hand, 78 Sturm technically has tons and tons of 2K with their NAAASSSHorns, their PAC 43s, their Flak 41s, and their IG 33s, although a little light on the 2K HE here. Air Robert only with one card of the IG 33s. I don't remember if you get two, but I feel like you probably only get one. But of course, your infantry pretty much slap at long range. It's what they do, is fight at range and do a lot of damage. So a balance versus balance matchup here, something we have not seen very much in League at all. So very interesting to see it here. Yeah, should be interesting. So for those who don't know, really quick, a rundown of how the Kingdom of Steel tournament works. You build basically a lineup of divisions. It has to be at least 15. It can be more, but there's a point value assigned and a tier list and so on and so forth. And you build your little kind of like a fantasy team with those points, similar to like any sort of fantasy draft or something like that. Then as the tournament goes on, you can use any of those divisions. There is no banning, but once you've used a division, you can no longer use it again the rest of the tournament. So player 1 gets to pick a map and a division, and then player 2 gets to counter that division, but does not get to pick a map. So you get to just straight pick a map, and yeah, so it's definitely a different sort of format than League, where you don't have those bans and stuff, and you are limited. So you have to kind of balance winning your early rounds, because it's a single elimination. It's a best of 3 match, but a single elimination. So if you lose your best of 3 match, that's that. So you have to be careful about using your best divisions early, because you want to get to the end. But if you get to the end with, only crappy divisions that you had to take because you ran out of points or whatever, then it could be very difficult to win that final. So it's a very interesting, it's a very interesting match up and system. So I'm excited to play it myself, and we have both players here finishing their setup here momentarily. In terms of decks, again, plenty of Stug 3s. 78 Sturm struggles with Recon, but we'll see if that really affects him. He has Nebelwerfers, though. Lots of Nebelwerfer 41s. Only 100, like the bad 120 mil artillery, 22 mil artillery out of Slutsk. So here we go. SU2 coming in, has the 4 50 kilogram bombs. Pretty good recon plane. Actually going over here, kind of weird. Not exactly sure what he'd be expecting to hit there at all. But anyway, nothing super aggressive here from Slutsk. Going for this flag as most people usually do. Air Robert moving to counter. Not going super aggressively himself. Has a Flak 43 early to stop that SU2 there, and he should be able to quite easily. Air Robert has a pretty aggressive deployment. Kind of surprising. Although Slutsk already deploying pretty passively in order to defend against this PAC 40 and MG 42 should be able to do all right. Although the double assault gun might be an issue. Although the PAC 40 should be, no, it won't be just out of range. The back one, it'll be out of range, but not the front one. In the Tal, Flammenwerfers were everywhere. Sturmschützen are very strong, but they aren't actual CQC infantry. They can do okay. They're definitely better than a normal rifle unit. With their 13 MP44s, but they're definitely not as strong as, say, a Tanko Desaniki or something with a Molotov. But Air Robert here, already on a 1410. Remember, this map is kind of crappy. The flags here are very easy to capture for the blue side, because they're very, very close to the 50-50 line, while the red side has to work very hard to get flags. All the ones are way back here. You can see the closest one is all the way up here, but that one you have to work really hard to get reinforcements to. And it's very easy to cut them off. So definitely probably one of the most unfair maps in the game in terms of flag placement. Otherwise, the map can be really fun. It's really 2K. It's very open, like a lot of the Slutsk are. There's not a lot of maps that are super open like this, but unfortunately, the map placement does make things pretty rough. And if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting on Patreon. Thanks a bunch. And let's get back into it here. NAAASSSHorn Nigel already in. He's just chilling out in the hill. That's all he really has to do. Erzat's moving forward. Nice to see those to grab ground here and, like, poke out towards these flags that you want and not have to risk any of your really good troops. Shoots getting hit by the sniper. Got to be careful. It's gonna start doing some damage after a while. Shoots an MG42 moving in here to supply some more support fire. Sniper's going to be a bit of an issue. We see a T-3485 combat commander here. This is a 43 variant, right? Yes. No, it's a 1944 variant. No, I did not realize that. I think these are different depending on the division. Yeah, so it does have the 2K range, which is definitely nice. Air Robber back to the 1311, recapturing his flag down south. Sturm shoots in a really nicely aggressive position here. Are not going to find those Strelky DT in time, though. Oh, they're going to get absolutely wiped. Oh, no, that's really bad. Although Glide Pioneer, very, very dangerous. The MTRA is going to be an issue, though. Pack 40 did get in here, but unfortunately the MTRA got into the town first. But Glide going to be able to bring almost its entire contingent of weaponry online there. Ooh, Alfclair gets spotted out. I don't think they're going to make it. Oh, they actually dodge. Wow, that's kind of surprising. And they survive, which is huge. Gives him that recon information he really wants. Both players, I mean, relatively passive. Air Robert's not actually... I know he's got a lot of flags and stuff, but he's not actually being that aggressive. His side of the map is just very easy to get that 4 on. IG-33 now in. Good choice there. Finally getting some of that HE damage. Misses the leader and the assault gun, so nothing dying there. Kind of frustrating. MG-42 finally online here. Should be able to beat this sniper, I would think. Well, especially if the IG-33 takes a pot shot at it. Boom. There it goes. So nice kill there from the IG-33. SU-122 in, though, that's going to be a bit of an issue. It can definitely trump that IG-33. Up north, shoots in. Begleit's getting pushed back. Do force off the Strelky. This is not good, though, because the Strelky DT can get in with their Molotovs and easily win. You need these guys to be at range. MTRA is the big issue, though, of course. Pack 40 does finish off that Strelky, so nice job there. Sherm Pioneers coming in. SU-2 coming in for the Pack 40, though. Going to be able to kill that. The Pack 43, the only defense, and that's towards the center of the map. So Pack 40 going to go down here. Not sure if it'll go down to the first one. It does. All right. The other one coming in for some Beglite killing. Definitely not good here for Air Robert. Does get the retreat, though. Doesn't take much damage. He needs some AT up there. He could bring in a Stug. T-3045 hitting that Erzat. Now that T-3045 going for the IG-33. IG-33 with its heat shells off. If you do this, it will fire at hard targets with its HE shells, which is usually what you want it to do anyway. Because its heat shells have like 750 meter range. It's kind of ridiculous. NAAASSSHorn moving into position here. But it's taking forever to line up. Oh no! What's it doing? What's he doing? What are you doing, NAAASSSHorn? Oh my god, what a micro fail. But luckily for him, the T-3045 combat actually falls back. He doesn't want to risk that commander. Shoots in a little bit safer of a position now, but still no way to kill this MTRA. It's going to absolutely tear through his stuff. Flak 41 coming in now. Luckily for him, the DTs keep popping into the shoots in range, and he's going to fall back now. Though starting now pretty strongly on that flag. Well, this flag under attack here from these Erzats. With the Avtos the only thing holding, there's nothing to stop these. Pack 40, nice spot here to kill this T-3045, but it's coming around the corner instead. Both players playing very cautiously here. Mirror income on the balance means, you know, trades really do matter, especially early. You know, once the game gets later, trades aren't as important. You're getting 155 points a tick. It's not as huge of a deal if you accidentally trade bad for here or there. But at the beginning, it really does matter. Sturmschutzen take an SU-2 hit. He's got to get all this AA out. The Flak 43 is phenomenal. One of the best AA pieces in the game. He's got 2 cards of it in this deck, along with the Flak 41. So there's plenty of AA to work with. Started going pretty heavy on his Air Force already with 2 SU-2s. I mean, it's not like ridiculous, but he's using them aggressively. They're all over the place. NAAASSSHorn's now in position. SU-122 going to be a bit of an issue. That's going to tear through these Erzats in no time. Yes, very quick. Erzat's trying to get out of line of sight here. Yep, and just kind of in the forest a little bit so you can hold that flag. 13-11. A single tick in a mirror match is wonderful. It does nice work. I do not think the Panzerschreck was the right answer here. The MCHA, especially now that they're pushed out of the thing, he really needs like a Stug. The answer here really is just a Stug and actually like to just brawl it. It's not a great fight. A lot of times the Sherman wins at this closer range, but it's kind of what he's forced to do. BF 109 kind of sitting back and circling here. I mean, again, 78th definitely with more 2K assets. No doubt about that. WSU2 coming in. Still no AA down south. We have a Nebelwerfer instead. And not a huge fan of that. Because he knows, I mean, Stardic is using these SU2s extremely aggressively. And I'm not saying in a bad way. He's using them very effectively. And he just keeps finding holes in the AA. BF109 going after this SU2, but unfortunately it's going after the SU2 that's not retreating. Uh-oh. Ooh. Alfkler getting a little too cheeky. And goes down, so that's a big loss of sight there for sure. IG-33 NAAASSSHorn finding that sniper. Will they finish it off? I don't think so. Yep. So really getting away with that. Now Yak-9T coming in. Finally a Flak 41 down south. I'm surprised it's called that instead of the Flak 43. IG-33 unfortunately is too far forward and is now assaulting, fighting these tanks on its own. He's going to lose that IG-33 and that's going to be a big loss. He does not have that many of those. Wow, the IG-33 actually survives. Robert with a little bit of mismicroing here that could prove fatal. Nebelwerfer coming in, not sure what his plan with that is. SU2 now up north. Flak 41 never got unloaded. Big micro mistake here from Air Robert. He's going to lose another Pack 40 probably. Oh no, he's just going to take a faceful from his infantry down south. Panzerschreck already dead. Again, I don't think that was the right answer here. And Stardic has severely increased his reinforcements up north here. SU2 spotting the shoots it and decides to go after that instead of a blind shot. There's a 37 mil now in as well. Flag flips back and Stardic actually with the 1311. Very nice. Shoots and doing nice damage to the Avatos as they always do. Right now Stardic doing a lot better job of using his veterancy. Finally, one of the SU2s does go down from the BF-109, so nice there. Flak 841 unloaded in a really odd spot. Basically useless for defending any of this other area. I hope he moves it. He is moving it. More Urzats coming in and try to pressure some of these flags. He doesn't have that many shoots in an A. He only has 6 of them, so he's probably used them all up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think he's used them all up. 6. Yeah, I think he's used all his shoots and up. Of course, B phase he gets a lot more, and C phase he's got the unvetted card to bring in lots and lots. Nebelwerfer gonna miss completely. Going after that Zis-2, but the Zis-2 has been moved. So unfortunate there for Air Robert, his first Nebelwerfer strike, which is usually kind of like a surprise. You know, you kind of like it to surprise your opponent. Complete whiff there. And it would have been a good hit. Like, if the Zis had been here, it would be dead. SU-122 showing up again. These NAAASSSHorns have to start getting a little more aggressive and actually trying to kill off these 2K assets because Stardic doesn't have many of them. So if he kills them, there will be nothing more to deal with. Instead, he just keeps sneaking forward Urzats, and they're just going to keep getting chewed up. Now the NAAASSSHorn moving in. That's good. Guess this SU-122, it should do fine. Zis-2, though, getting a shot on target here. NAAASSSHorn will definitely go down, and that NAAASSSHorn gets a nice hit on that SU-122. This NAAASSSHorn hasn't seen anything yet. There's no Aufklär out here to help. Definitely not good. Air Robert got too aggressive with his earlier Aufklär, and now the NAAASSSHorn takes a transmission damage. It's probably going to die to this Zis-2 here in this next shot, and down it goes. It's not the end of the world. He's got plenty of NAAASSSHorns to go around, but still an unnecessary loss to be sure. Pack 40 getting a nice hit there on the assault gun. We'll get its second shot off here. Assault gun deciding to fall back. Zis-2 falling back as well, assuming to dodge the Nebelwerfer. Nebelwerfer's been picked up, but hasn't been moved. Kind of defeating the whole purpose of picking it up at all. It actually makes it more vulnerable this way. Now there's another NAAASSSHorn up north. Kind of odd. I'm not here. He has the Flak 41, so I'm not sure what his goal with this 2K asset up here is. Really, your 2K stuff generally focuses down south. Both players, though, extremely passive. I mean, Startek's down a couple points here. Air Robert getting a little bit of advantage. His assault gun finding another opportunity to poke at these Urzats. He's just kind of slowly pissing away Urzats one at a time. I mean, I understand the concept. He's just trying to grab flags, like grab cheeky flags, and that's fine. But he's not actually doing anything to, like, really hold ground at all. Off-clearing again. Hopefully he's not overly aggressive with this one. He doesn't have to be. He just needs to be able to see when things start shooting at him. Urzat force back again. BS 100... BS 3 100 mil now in. These things are pretty phenomenal. SU-122 poking out. Get these shots off. Oh! Oh, the SU-76 gets a nice kill on that IG. That's huge. Starting back to a 13-11. That's all he needs to do. Really impressive he's picking that up here. Like, yeah, the Flak 41, like, not actually in a position to stop these reinforcements from coming in. Like, it would need to be something like here where it actually could stop things from getting into this town. But the way he's got it, Startek can keep bringing in units. We're now into B phase, which does mean that, you know, Air Robert should have access to things other than Urzatstruppen. Nebelwerfer going after the assault gun does get that kill. Isn't going to do any damage to the BS, but still. So, nice kill there. Second Nebelwerfer going after the Zis-2, but that's already falling back. The Zis-2 killed another... Wait, was that another? No, I don't think it was another. Did not kill another NAAASSSHorn. Incorrect. Sorry. Yeah, Air Robert's Nebelwerfer going to completely fail this time. That sniper surviving is huge to leave that information there from the sniper. More Su-76 coming in. Artillery-wise, there's no artillery from Air Robert other than the Nebelwerfer, so if he uses these all-up striking random support weapons, he might actually have a hard time surviving. It's not good artillery, but he'll have artillery. ISU-152 now in as well. Oh, hitting the PaK-40 hard. Is that ground attacking? It is. Air Robert has not reacted yet. Needs to fall that back. And his Urzat's taking another licking. ISU-152 blasts again. PaK-40 going down. Ooh. How many PaK-40s does he have? He doesn't actually have any more. He only has PaK-43s. Because he called one in up here. There's the second, and the third one just died. So no more PaK-40s at all. BS 100 versus Flak 41. Not sure, actually. BS 100 fires way slower. The Flak 41 is a lot faster. But SU-2's now coming in to distract. ISU-152 coming in as well. 41 falling back. Double Flak 41 on the SU-2s. If they've been microed correctly, they'll stay on the weakened one. Nope, they haven't. They switched targets. Oh, the SU-2's still going to get away, probably. Even the double Flak 43. Oh, he really needed to actually choose a target for that really bad. He could have killed one of those SU-2s and had one less of those to deal with. Assault gun getting caught out by the NAAASSSHorn. Just getting out of range. BS now going after those infantry. Off-clear spotted again. Not good. I know it sounds dumb to be so concerned over it off-clear, but, like, he needs to be able to see it. 78 Sturm does not have that much recon, and he put 2 in the same forest here. So he's out of them. Like, he's got these 3 left, and once they die, there's no more recon, and it's really hard to spot things out over here with that happening. Now, off-map in. 210 mil off map. It's very strong. Should clear this out. Won't kill stuff, but it will allow his Flammenwerfers to push forward easily. Although Air Robert getting a little aggressive here. He'll probably get caught up in his own off map. There he goes. Can he get the surrenders? Nope. Like I said, a little too aggressive here. Urzats, though, coming in. If they cannot get surrendered, blown up, I should say. Get some surrenders. More Urzat coming in. They're just driving right through. I like it. I like it. Boom! Big surrender. Really nice there. Extremely obnoxious because of how it happened, but still a very nice move there by Air Robert. Flammenwerfer continued to throw smoke down to try to cover himself off. Urzat's still going to keep getting that poor, annoying sniper fire. So good move there. Back to a 12-12. Schutzen versus Strelke. Usually Schutzen easy, but triple star versus no star versus 1 star in yellow cover versus green cover. Well, now the ISU 152 is in there as well, so there that goes. NAAASSSHorn moving forward to try to catch one of these 2K units. Needs to start killing some of these off. Urzak go down to the transport. NAAASSSHorn gets a shot off, gets a pen on that ISU 152. ISU 152 actually misses its first shot. Miracle. JU 188 nuke bomber coming in. I call it a nuke bomber because it's got two 1,000 kilogram bombs. When you have two 1,000 kilogram bombs, things go boom and die. And there goes the bombs. Where are they headed? Here? No way. Really? Seems extremely aggressive. But, clear. Oh, the JU 188 goes down. Ouch. He does not have many of those. He's got 2, and that's one of them, and they are a very strong asset here in 78 Sturm. Oh, not good. And now BF 109 taking 37 mil fire. He's unnecessary. He's never going to catch this yak. Oh, and now the BF 109 is going to fall back over the 37 mil. It's probably, I would think it would die. Flying directly over. Now, the 37 mils are not incredible AA pieces, but with this amount of time on target, over the target, I have to imagine it's going down. There it goes. Wow. Really bad for Air Robert, losing 2 planes there. Oh, 245 points there in 10 seconds. That's pretty awful, not gonna lie. Nebelwerfer going after the Zis-2. It's not falling back, but the Nebelwerfer strike failing miserably. Oh my god, that was awful. BS-3 in, takes out a half track. Glide Pioneers into the town now. It's a strong rollback. Air Robert back to a 13-11. ISU 152 though, gonna totally crush that IG-33. That's so bad again. He doesn't have many of those, and he's losing them left and right. He got a pen on that ISU 152, and now he's letting it still bully him. Oh, no. Air Robert making some poor trades. Stardex playing very well right now, though. Picking up some nice kills with all of his 2K stuff. Aufklär goes down. There goes another one. 1 Aufklär left. No, just kidding. 2. I didn't see that one falling back. Another NAAASSSHorn. His final IG-33 coming in. I mean, Air Robert has grabbed this town now for the time being. We're about to hit C phase though, and both players will unlock their full income. Although again, when it's mirror balance, it's not like there's one person's got a ton. Oh, BS3 getting a little too aggressive here. But he's not getting punished for it because of the presence of the ISU 152. Now there's BS3 going after the NAAASSSHorn, gets an immediate hit. Oh my goodness gracious, what a shot with suppression as well at max range. What is the accuracy on these things? 45%. Pretty nice accuracy. Flak 43 now getting hit as well. More NAAASSSHorns coming in. Air Robert. Oh, down goes the ISU 152 from the Flak 43, Pack 43. Its HE shells are off, and it's going to get absolutely decimated by these BS3s. Nebelwerfer going for something a little bit closer. Not a bad choice. It should do a lot better there. Nebelwerfer now going after this BS3. Let's see how it does. It's pretty close, so I have to imagine it's going to be pretty accurate. Oh, SU-122 gets a bailout. Oh, Nebelwerfer strike failing miserably. Lucky for Stardeck there. Pack 43 is taking a lot of damage, taking more damage. NAAASSSHorn trying to finish off that BS3. Transport goes down. Another BS3 there. Nebelwerfer firing away. Will this one do a little bit better? No, it will not. Immediate fallback from Stardeck all over that micro. Really nice play there from him. Last missile does a little bit more damage, but not enough. Pack 43 already down. BS 100 does go down, though, so he does kill off one of those. SU2 coming in. Plenty of AA here, though. That Flak 41 never survived, so that is dead. BS3 goes down to the IG-33, so nice kill there. There's only 4 of those, and he's called out a lot. He's been very aggressive in calling those out. He has maybe one more, unless another one's called in somewhere. Another ISU-152 coming in. SU-122 going down, so Stardeck all of a sudden losing a lot of 2K assets. Nebelwerfer a little bit too close to the front, getting hit by the SU-76s now. Air Robert not on top of his micro here, moving this rocket launcher. And the SU-76 is starting to take their toll. Vimwagen kind of just chilling on the hill. I mean, it's out of charges, so Stardeck getting back into the town here very nicely. His Strelke DT quite strong and still using veterancy really well. Air Robert is not using enough veterancy and is punishing him badly. NAAASSSHorn forcing off the T-34-85. That's a good win there. Oh, Aufklär goes down. Devastating. Again, not having sight is really bad. These Su-76s are really starting to take their toll on things. Nebelwerfer did survive. More Ersatz coming in and try to hold that flag, but Stardic on a 13-11 here, about to even up the flags. Really nice play from him here. Because again, he's on the really hard side of this map. There is no question about it. There's no like, oh, maybe not. No. This side of the map, the red side of the map sucks. No one would argue it. There's no question about it. Sturm Pioneer go down in a flurry of Molotovs, although they did do some nice damage to those Shulky DT. Nebelwerfer failing again. This is why I'm a fan of doing these in pairs. I do not like single targeting Nebelwerfers. They don't do enough. They're not accurate. They are good, but they are not accurate enough. Su-2, one gets forced off, second one gets its bombs off, kills off a Flammenwerfer. Schwimmwagen, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? I don't understand what the point of that was at all. NAAASSSHorn goes down to a BS3. NAAASSSHorn Nigel trying to go after the commander. Will it get a shot off? It does. Oh no, just kidding. It's going after the Su-122. Gets that kill. Can't be too upset about that one. Yeah, killing the combat would be nice for sure. Take away some of this veterancy, but still. Nebelwerfer going after the Zis-2. Flak 41 finds the BS in the open. I know there's a bit of danger here. Stardic has lost a lot of his 2K assets outside of the T-30-45 1944s, which he has 10 of in C, so he's got plenty of them tank-wise. But like, you know, the AT guns, the HE specifically, he's lost a lot. The ISU-152 is still up here. Lost one down here. You should have one more. There it is. That's the third one, and here's the last BS-3. Although, on the flip side, Air Robert here has lost a lot of 2K assets himself. He's lost 3 or 4 NAAASSSHorns, although he has 12 of them. 3 or 4 NAAASSSHorns. He's lost at least 1 Flak 41. He's lost most of his IG-30, all of his IG-33s, excuse me. There's no more of those. There's no more HE here. Nebelwerfer, I mean, if it kills the leader, that'd be great for Air Robert. And it does. Okay. So taking away that veterancy. And Stardic has called out a lot of leaders already, so he might actually be running kind of low. He only has 8. Yeah, he's got the 8 infantry and the 8 leaders. Flak 41 takes a shot, misses the T-34-85. Unfortunately there for Air Robert. Very lucky there for Stardic. Flak 41 now under Su-76 fire. Third Nebelwerfer coming out. Stug 3's finally coming in. The Glite at this range, I mean, if it's at 300, it should be doing everything it wants, and it is. Stug 3 coming in for that M-Cha. He needs that because, oh, nice kill there from the Strelky DT. M-Cha will just carve through these infantry. Stug 3 needs to get into position immediately if he wants to save this. Really nice here from Stardic, keeping this in a good position. Stug 3 getting on target here. Stug 3 is going to get the first shot, lands a penetration. M-Cha taking a pen. Will it get its lucky pen on the Stug? It does, but it goes down. So now with the M-Cha out of the way, these infantry will easily overwhelm these troops here. And that'll be a flag in Air Robert that he really needs right now. Stug 3 takes a pen and gets a loader wounded. Nebelwerfer firing again. Trying to kill off this Zis-2. I do understand, though, there's a lot of Zis-2s. There's 9 of them. So specifically targeting them, not sure if that's the most effective strategy. And again, single Nebelwerfers are not good enough. NAAASSSHorns do take out a unit in the transport. T-30-45 starting to multiply here. Although NAAASSSHorn versus T-30-45 is not a bad matchup for the NAAASSSHorn. Although down it goes to the BS-100. It's not an amazing one. It's not a bad one either, though. This is bad, though. NAAASSSHorn versus BS-3 is bad. He does realize that. Nebelwerfer strike again. So much 2K power. ISU-152 doing some ground attack, and all of a sudden in the town here, Air Robert looking very weak. IL-2 coming in. Will the Flak 41 stop that? They are pretty slow moving, so it is possible. Yeah, it got a good hit on there. I think it will. And he's just going to fall it back anyway. Strelky getting forced out of the town here. Nebelwerfer getting a much better hit on this BS-3 this time. But now, all of a sudden, Stardic decides to push forward here with his T-3485 blob. If he loses commander, they'll lose all that veterancy and they'll be far less danger, although he's making the correct micro move here and putting his non-commander in the front. Flak 41 dead. Flak 43 really far forward is going to get spotted here. Nebelwerfer as well. This is a really dangerous spot for Herr Robert. A ballsy but could be huge push here for Stardeck. Up north, he's also pushing forward again. Looks like Stardeck's decided to just go for it. NAAASSSHorn moving forward. This one also moving. Oh, this is not a good matchup for singular NAAASSSHorns. They're going to just get overwhelmed. NAAASSSHorn's still not firing. There we go. Now it is. They fire. Oh, double hit immediately. They both miss. Another T-3045 in. Misses again. NAAASSSHorns just get absolutely annihilated. Some bad RNG there for Herr Robert, although definitely a very good setup here from Stardeck with that veterancy and all that stuff. And all of a sudden, the south is completely cracked wide open. There's nothing here to stop him. This Stug 3, but that T-3045 over there can kill that Stug 3. Flak 43 goes down. Some NAAASSSHorns coming in to try to save the day. Flak 41 getting hit from out of range. Stardeck using some fantastic microing. Does not move that ISU-152 into range of that Flak 41. Ground attacks in front of it. Now the Schutzen are getting hit by the ISU-152 in the town. At least I thought they were. Yeah, ground attack right there. Oh, no, they weren't ground attacking. They just saw him. Nebelwerfer is going to go down to the T-3045 horde. Another flag here. Oh, another Nebelwerfer getting caught out. Oh, down it goes. This is Nebelwerfer targeting where a T-3045 used to be. Oh no, this is disastrous for Herr Robert. SU-2s now can come back in. All the AA has been killed. He can now just pick apart this southern area. Great play here from Stardeck. This is really nice. Gotta be impressed from him playing from the crap side of this map and making such a great play like this. And just doing a nice job of knifing into the back lines. This is huge for him. Doing so much damage. Of course, we haven't seen balance on balance in quite a long time. It is a different sort of game, especially once you're 30 minutes in. Both players just have a lot of stuff on the map. So even with Stardeck making all this progress, there's still a lot of stuff to work through and a lot of stuff coming in. The problem now, again, NAAASSSHorns are packed up, which means when there's misses, there'll be stress on both units, which is bad. Yak 9T coming in, adding some more stress because they are open top. Down one of the T-3045s goes, but the other NAAASSSHorn already super stressed. Stug 3 trying to get back in the action. Flak 43 barely alive, doing a runner again. Even the Schutzen getting forced back here. Leader does go down, the little miss micro there by Stardeck. His ISU-152 running out of ammo as well. NAAASSSHorn's finally being able to force back some of these T-3045s. More Stugs coming in. Stug 3 around the corner getting some nice hits. Oh, where's it going after? The BS. Oh, the BS, he misses! Oh my goodness, the RNG here for freaking Herr Robert. He just can't catch a break. Down it finally goes. DTs in the transports go down. The Stug 3 down here did already die to the BS3. Another IL-2 coming in for that NAAASSSHorn. There's no AA to stop it. Well, actually, this Flak 43 is still hanging out behind the hill. It looks like he has targeted properly this time, and he's going to take out that IL-2 before it can get there. NAAASSSHorn super stretched. Stug 3 not great here. The T-3045s will fire before they can get into range. Does stop that attack there. Stardeck on a 13-11. This is huge. What a match. Flak 43 cannot finish off that ISU-152. It's too stressed. It's missing. And now it goes down to the T-3045 over here. Herr Robert actually taking a lot of damage to his 2K units. I don't think he'll run out anytime soon, but it's going to take time to replace all the ones he's lost. Shulkin being forced off by the horde of armor here. Infantry getting caught out. Nebelwerfer going after the T-3485 horde. I mean, there it takes out one. Wow, nice kill. He needed that really bad. Needs to start opening this back up again. And here's the thing. Stardeck played so well there and still only has the 13-11. This map is crap. If the sides were flipped right now, Stardeck would have like a 15-9 easy. ISU-152 goes down to the NAAASSSHorn. Very unfortunate there for Stardeck. Although that thing was basically out of ammo. He had really used it. T-3485 now forced back as well. Stug 3 versus T-3485. Oh, just kidding. Nope. The Stug 3 is just going after this infantry here. T-3485 gets the hit, gets the pen. Stug 3 needs to get up on the hill to stop this from dying, but I think it's going to still lose it. Air Robert hasn't really reacted. SU2 gets immediately forced off. Stug 3 down. Stug 3, is it having hill pression problems? Oh! It misses. Wow, Air Robert's getting some bad RNG. Finally gets a penetration. But man, a lot of misses and stuff. Flak 41 forces off the SU2. Now it needs to force off 2 more IL2s. I'm not sure if it's capable of doing that. Well, the Flak 43 should help. The IL2 is now forced off. Startuck has built up quite an air force, and Air Robert's earlier mistakes in killing those SU2s and stuff really coming to bite him in the butt. Shoots in on the hill. Should make quick work of these Strelky, although the T-3045, of course, can be a problem. Air Robert fully in control of this northern flag again. And the thing is, Startuck is out of 2K HE. I think he's lost it all. Unless there's something hiding up here. I don't see it. He didn't shift it down. Nope. T-3045 goes down to the Stug, so the hill being cleared off here. Yeah, I mean, and this is my issue with Fedunka on this map, is, especially unbalanced, you don't have that much 2K stuff. I mean, you do tank-wise, you have the T-3045s, but in terms of, like, HE, you really don't. NAAASSSHorn goes down to the T-3045. Nice kill there for Startuck. Is the NAAASSSHorn accuracy that bad? Feels like they've missed a lot. No, it's really not. It's technically better than the T-3045. Certainly really hasn't felt that way. But nice kill there from the Pack 40. Although not the best trade, losing that NAAASSSHorn first. Strelky in this annoying position that allows him to hold the hill. Air Robert needs to move like 6 inches forward to grab this flag. Or sorry, 20 meters for not American people. I agree. I think the American system is stupid. English system, I believe it's technically called. It's dumb. I agree. Should just use the metric system like everybody else. Stug 3 finding those Strelky, though, going to wipe those out quite easily, and down that goes. Flag back over, 12-12, but Air Robert is down on flags now, 15 minutes left. Remember, there is still a 50-minute time limit. Basically, every tournament these days uses that. Now we can see the problem with not having any recon. These snipers just chilling out here, not getting spotted, and there's not much to do unless you walk an infantry very far forward. SU-76 is doing lots of damage. We may not be seeing it, but they have been constantly firing. Startuck doing a really nice job of keeping those things blasting the whole time. Flak 41 finding that ZIS-2. That'll be a nice kill there, getting rid of that AT asset, although it's going to get out of range just in time. Only one Nebelwerfer remaining. I think maybe he has another one that he hasn't called in, because he had 4. We saw 2 die, so I feel like there's another one. Quadruple NAAASSSHorn. I've never seen so many NAAASSSHorns being used. I'm not a crazy huge fan of these. I'll be honest with you. Of course, they're not in many divisions. I mean, what is it? First Fallschirmjäger, this division, obviously. Is that it? I want to say yes. There's probably one other division that has like a singular one that I'm not remembering. Oh, the Allied division has one. I forget who it is. 10th Guard or something. One of them has one of these. Sniper finally going online. Insta-death. Shoots and spotting that out. Shoots and taking T-3045 fire. I mean, the quality of 78th Infantry are winning the day right now, because they are just so much better than the Fedunka Infantry at range. Sturmschützen going down to the T-3045. MCHA moving in. That's going to be an issue. That's going to chew through these infantry quite easily. T-3045 is really well positioned here. Doing lots of damage. Is going to force Air Robert off this flag eventually. Air Robert needs to probably reinvest. This Panzerschreck in a beautiful spot, but it's not going to... Oh, no! That is unfortunate. Down they go. He really actually needed this T-3045 dead so he could, like, move his infantry back in. ZIS-2 under pressure again. Flak 41 won't finish it off. Just kidding. He'll probably retarget here on the IL-2 before it finishes that ZIS-2 off and give it another chin. Nope, it does get another shot off. Misses again. And the Air Force swarm, here it comes. Giga Strike here. There are 2 Flak 41s, though, and a 43. Whoa. Whoa. Yak getting the kill. It does have a 37 mil, so it's actually not as shocking as it may first appear. Killing off that NAAASSSHorn. SU2 does get through and hits one of the Flak 41s, but it does survive. 76 coming down now. A little late on that strike. Yak 9T probably going to die here, I would think. Maybe not. Oh, it does go down. That's why I'm more of a fan of having more Flak 43s over Flak 41s. Nebelwerfer strike hitting some T-3045s, but another Giga T-3045 squad coming. He needs to kill that combat really bad. Flak 43 might be able to finally do it. Misses. Air Robber cannot catch a break this game. Absolutely misses. Even harder. Misses again. Good lord. And these things have 45% accuracy. Good god. Dude can't buy a hit. And now the T-3485 is moving in. One actually goes down. Flak 41 actually landing its first shot. But it's going to die now. Pack 43's turn. Immediately takes a hit. Infantry moving in, Beglites in their half tracks, safe from these non-AT infantry, although the ZIS-2 going to ruin that. Saperty get wiped out. Stug 3 versus ZIS-2, not good. Missing. Stug 3 on the hill getting hit too. Two Stug 3s might be able to do the job. ZIS-2 at range, not actually great at killing Stug 3s. Down it goes though anyway. Stug 3 gonna probably pin that down, I would think. Flak 41 on the run, trying to stay alive. Pack 43 did force off some of these T-3045s, but they're still alive. Urzat's trying to move in to get a flag. 12 minutes left in this game. ZIS-2 pin, T-3045 coming in. T-3045 definitely the better tank against the Stug 3. And Stug 3's not even shooting. ZIS-2 does go down to the Pack 43. And these Sturmschützen trying to force their way through here. Stardick still on a 13. A really nice push here into the center. There's not much here, actually. Nebelwerfer strike again. Gets a nice hit at the end, so a little damage. Really, that means they probably only need one pen to kill those. Air Robber needs reinforcements down south. ZIS-2 getting caught out. It's going to take time to arm up, and now it's getting hit from the other side as well. Assault gun hitting that Stug 3. Stug 3 changes targets, kills the assault gun. Now the ZIS-2 caught out, and that's definitely going to get killed. Nice Stug 3 down here from Air Robert. Is he running out of infantry? That would be shocking. He has 89. Although a bunch of them are Urzats, so I guess maybe. But he's got a 27-man card of Schützen. I do not feel like he's gone through 27 Schützen. IL-2 gets its rockets off. That IL-2 is not a great AT plane. Stug still survives, even the bombing afterwards. Munition, I'm not sure why he's doing this again. Just to see what's going on? I'm not understanding. Pack 43 now getting hit by the artillery. The effect of the artillery has been significant. It may not be immediately obvious, but it has kept these static weapons from being as effective as they could be. See, it's missing wide because of all the suppression. Double Stug 3 moving in. Saperty go down. I would assume Stardick's going to run out of infantry first. He's only got 74, but there's only 10 minutes left. And Stardick back on the 1311. Air Robber taking a long time to respond to this salient. And there's not even much down here. Stardick's really actually looking quite thin down south, other than his T-3485 blob. But there's a lot of NAAASSSHorns waiting for that to make a move. T-3485 blob moving out again. NAAASSSHorn backing up, needs his buddy. Needs more buddies than that. Urzat's getting attacked. Pack 43 already pinned down. Stug 3's going in really aggressively. There's not much AT on these infantry, though. The Strelki are the only ones, and we haven't seen many of those left. Half track goes down to the T-3045s. Nebelwerfer firing again at the infantry. Not a bad choice. Should do a nice job of pinning those down. Maybe even killing the Strelki DT. Infantry and Stug pushing forward. T-3045 blob finding lots of Urzats to kill. Sturmschützen out of range of the Strelki DT. Gonna take a lot of damage, although Flak 43 is there to support. NAAASSSHorn versus T-3045 blob. Not great. Too many of them. Again, there's 3-on-1. Another NAAASSSHorn going down. Flak 41 misses the transport. Pack 43 goes down. I don't know how many of those he has left. Flag in the town recaptured. Air Robert back to a 13-11. IL-2 does get its bombs off. Nice hit. Oh, bug lights go down in one shot. Here comes the horde of planes. Going after the Stug 3. Gets on target. Will kill that, I would think. Too many bombs. Nope, it's still alive, but the final IL-2 strike finishes it off. Flag back in Stardick's favor. Flak 41 getting hit by the artillery. There's the effect of that artillery again, guys. Sturmschützen did kill off that DT, but now are dead themselves, most likely. It is possible that Air Robert's out of NAAASSSHorns. I mean, he has called in a lot of them. Flak 41 getting absolutely decimated. NAAASSSHorn takes a penetration. Misses again. Wow, my God. Again, you just can't catch a break on these shots. And T-3045s do not suffer the same bad luck penalty. Well, they are triple star. Let's remember that as well. NAAASSSHorns are really coming in basically unvetted, which is why they're missing a lot more. And now, once again, Air Robert wide open in the center. I mean, Air Robert's big issue here is that he has not concentrated his forces well. Stardick has done a really good job of concentrating. Oh, the combat finally goes down, taking away that veteran seat. All of a sudden, everything goes wide. Air Robert has just not done as well concentrating his forces on singular points. He's had taken on masses of troops one at a time. Saperty getting into the town with the support of the T-3485. The Stugs were killed off. There's a Pack 43 out in the open doing, I don't know what. And all of a sudden, Air Robert looking very weak in the center and south. Flak 43 out in the open. Can't say I suggest that. JU-188 now in. There's a third drive flying right into the 37 mils, though. It does get its bombs off. I don't think it's going to get out of there, though. Infantry easily forced off. Wipes out the infantry in the town. Nice bombing strike. Gonna give Air Robert that flag back to a 13-11. 6 minutes left. I don't think a 13-11 is enough, though. I think he needs a double tick. Flak 43 under fire from the Su-76s again. That artillery, they are 122s as well now. Su-2s coming in. Kind of blinds fires, completely misses that time. Strelke try to push into this flag area. Schutzen are able to stop them, but that's a lot of infantry. Even with the Schutzen, who are far superior to these units. For some reason, a lot of them are shooting at the Sturmschützen. I guess lower, you know, suppression. Wow, this is an extremely poor amount of suppression. T-3485 blob pushing forward again. Surprises even Nebelwerfer going after this infantry blob. Probably not going to get there in time. Stug 3 versus Emcha, that's a good fight. For the Stug 3. Not for the Emcha. And only one hit can be registered. There's that Nebelwerfer strike's actually going to land on target. I'm shocked. Yep, stops it all. Schutzen go down, though. Tons of Schutzen coming in to save the day. Alfclair might have been spotted. Because I don't know what else this would be shooting at otherwise. Oh, the Sturmschützen, I would assume. 12-12, and that is not what Air Robert needs. He needs a 13-11 at least to continue pushing to even have a chance. Only 4 minutes left. The Glight's grenade's gonna basically miss. Avto's getting out in time. Stardick is on his game today. Stug 3 getting hit by another bombing strike. These Su-2s reload really fast. And Stardic back on a 13-11, and I do not see any way now for Air Robert to win this. Yeah, I would say really the deciding factor of this game, well, it's a couple things. One, Air Robert bringing nothing but Nebelwerfers and then not concentrating their fire was really not a good usage of them. They didn't kill things because of that spread, that, you know, just the couple rockets. It doesn't do enough damage. You got to do two. Two Nebelwerfers are gross. They're so good. But one Nebelwerfer is really anemic and just doesn't do a lot of damage. Secondly, Air Robert just did not concentrate his forces well at all. He was sending singular NAAASSSHorns to fix problems of multiple units. NAAASSSHorns are fine, but they're not that incredibly ridiculously good. They're great if your unit's the only one with 2k range. Yeah, then they're fantastic. But they're not good when you're up against T-3045s, which actually trade pretty well with them and pretty consistently outfight them. You know, those were the big things, honestly. Air Robert did kill off all the 2k HE assets and stuff. But I think he played a little bit too loose with his NAAASSSHorns and stuff. And, yeah, his concentration, and he did not use veterancy enough. Stardic was really working hard to keep veterancy high in his units there. It's leaders all over the map all the time. And that difference in veterancy really made up for the fact that Air Robert's infantry are way better than Stardic's infantry. But because of that huge difference in veterancy, that quality gets reduced really rapidly. And now Stardic just in an overwhelming position and only a minute left here. Nebelwerfer barking a final assault in defiance. And letting these SU-2s survive, because there were opportunities to kill these, where Air Robert really needed to micro his AA and tell them to shoot a specific plane to actually kill one of these things, but he really didn't do that, and therefore this Air Force continued to build up and never died. Which is really odd because the AA in 78th German is very strong. And we see the final few seconds here. Really nice game to Stardic, playing from the crap side of this map and winning it. That's huge. Really was. You can see how much he owns of the map, and it's only a 12-12. And there it is. Air Robert surrendering. Great game to both players. It is a best of 3, so we'll get to see these two awesome players play again. 6,020 to 5,040. Not as big of a gap as I would have imagined. 1,000 points, although 1,000 points is 1,000 points. It's not a small amount of points there. ISUs, T-3045s doing lots of damage, BSs, all those kind of things. What we would expect here. All the 2K assets doing a lot of work. On the other side here, 210 doing pretty high damage actually, Pack 43, but nothing trading nearly as well as on Stardic's side. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch and have a fantastic day.